Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go through a day in the life with my 1.5-year-old Linky. Right, buddy?
Me.
Can you say more?
No.
Are we gonna talk about you? 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 I just want to go through a typical day with my 1.5-year-old.
Don't mess with me, man. Don't mess with me.
He is super energetic boy, and he is up at the crack of dawn. He is up, typically 5:30 in the morning, and is wanting his milk. So we start off with that, and I can usually get him to go back to sleep for till about like 6:37ish. We had a time change recently, so that kind of got all botched up. But then after that, then he usually has like real breakfast with his brother and daddy. And then later on in the morning, he's like a Hobbit. We'll have second breakfast, so he'll move on and have another breakfast. Are you hungry again? Eating the crumbs off your chair. Another breakfast at like 10:30, give or take. So I just want to talk about eating. And Lincoln is a fantastic eater. He eats and eats and eats. He literally is a Hobbit, like morning like milk. Then we have like first breakfast, second breakfast. Sometimes we have afternoon tea time. Coffee boys. Here, Lyric, you're gonna have one more scoop. Then we have lunch. Then when we wake up, we have like, I don't know, second lunch. And then we have afternoon snack. Then we have supper. Then we have bedtime snack. And then he has a milk before bed. So I wanted to talk about Lincoln's milk as well. So in comparison to his older brother, Lyric had so much milk. Like he would drink the full bottle of milk, like the 8 ounces or whatever. Lincoln is so distracted, I can hardly get him to drink 4 ounces in a sitting. So sometimes at bedtime, he only drinks like 2 ounces, and sometimes he'll drink 4. So I always put 4 in, and then whatever he drinks, is how I look at it. And then if I have to give him the rest later, then I give it to him in the morning, and then I make up for it like during the day. So he definitely is more of an eater. He loves his food, like every food I put in front of him, he's gonna try it and eat some of it. And most things that Lyric doesn't even like, Lincoln adores it and eats it like crazy. But his milk intake is quite a bit less. I feel like on a day, he is only drinking like 1 whole bottle, so 8 ounces, 4 in the morning and like 4 in the evening. Whereas Lyric, when he was this age, I was pretty sure he was drinking 2 full bottles a day, so 16 ounces, which I think is too much. I think the standard is like 12 or 14 ounces a day. So it's interesting, the difference between the two. And then we're rolling in towards nap time, so he will nap. He's usually starting to exude like really tired symptoms at like 11, so I have been pushing him to stay awake and not go to nap until Lyric goes to nap, so that the two of them are on the same schedule. So Lyric still naps. My older one, he's going to be 4 pretty soon here. But he still naps at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours a day. So if I can like combine their 2 naps, then it's like mommy's free time. Yay! So Lincoln, Lyric both go to nap time, typically around noonish. Lincoln will go down, and he'll go down from anything from 2.5 hours to 3.5 hours. So from noon to like 2:30, 3 o'clock is usually his golden time. And then Lyric, I'll have follow him depending on how tired Lyric is. Typically like 12:30, 1 o'clock, Lyric is going down for his nap time. So then they kind of like sync up pretty good, and I get a good like 1.5 hours to myself. He's down to 1 nap now, which I know typically at 1.5, they still are rocking 2 naps. And I remember clearly Lyric having 2 naps at this age, but just because I have an older child, Lincoln is very stimulated and has got FOMO to stay awake and play with his brother and play with me. So he is down to 1 nap, which is pretty nice. And then at nighttime, he is doing the big sleep, and he is down almost to like 7 to 7, pretty close. So, or 7 to 7:30 to 7:30. And he just threw something down the stairs. Daddy, Lincoln is bringing the thing downstairs. So usually we go and make sure we get some outside time in the morning. We play, we hang out. Kids are so good in the morning period. So like this is the time when I like to take them out to do something, the library or a play group, just because their energy is usually really good. But then it like really tanks close to nap time. So like then we're like hustling. We're like, hey, eat, brush your teeth, get into nappy time. So it's a bit of a rush there. But then they have a really solid nap. And then in the afternoon, Daddy usually gets home and they have some super good energy then too. He does totally throw little tantrums that look like this. So it's interesting how quick he's picked up on having a tantrum from his older brother, I'm sure, and letting his emotions run on hot. So that's always fascinating. He's totally a soother boy. And which is okay. I will wean him off when he is able to communicate more. What else? He can baby sign, please, and more, milk, and up. Those are the baby signs that we taught Lyric and that we taught Lincoln. So baby sign was super awesome for Lyric because he was a slower communicator with verbally, but he was super good at baby signing. Like he could baby sign everything he needed and then some. And speaking of communication, Linky is sitting at about 20 some words that he can say. Clap your hands. He has very high understanding. I feel like he is like his brother. Their level of understanding and taking instruction is really well. According to TalkBox, which is a really great resource for parents out there if you're looking for like what to expect or things you can do. TalkBox is super helpful. It says that by 1.5 years old, your child should understand and say at least 10 words, point to people and body parts like eyes or nose, point to pictures in a book. So we are definitely in that zone. Cover your eyes. Where's Lincoln? There he is! Happy baby pose, hey? Where's Lincoln? Where's Lincoln? There he is! There he is! I felt like I was really worried with language development with Lyric, but Lincoln is super on it, and maybe I'm just more experienced, so I know how to make him talk. Yeah.
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 Doctor.
Oh yeah, he does a ton of babbling. Lots of it is incomprehensible, but he does talk and babble tons. Right, buddy? So that's the language side of things and what we do with that. Okay. Oh, we still rock cloth diapers. So if you want to learn more about cloth diapers, I'll link that in the description about our cloth diaper system. I can't hear you. Can you hear me now? Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. I'm reminded each and every day how different and unique every child's journey is, especially through my 2 boys. I'm extremely blessed and grateful to be on this journey called motherhood. All done. Put your slippers on. It's time to call it a night.